Lu Bu, or Lu Bu to most of us, is one of the most feared generals of the Han Dynasty era. Unmatched in his martial prowess, he was virtually unstoppable on the battlefield. He wasn't the most trustworthy or reliable soldier though, pretty much doing whatever the hell he wanted. Our story will begin in the harvest of the year 194, where we've just slaughtered our adopted father and evil tyrant Dong Zhuo. We'll now claim the empire he once held and see where this path takes our mighty warrior.
Fire burns brightly and indiscriminately. But no flame can last forever. Starved of air, it chokes, it splutters, and is then extinguished. The tyrant is dead. Yet in the ashen darkness, the avaricious prowl.
So it begins. Welcome to this Lu Bu campaign. And yes, I'm going to pronounce his name the simple way that all us silly dumb English people will pronounce it. If there's any Chinese people who can tell me how to pronounce it properly, by all means go for it. I'm looking at you, Winston Ho. So, we've just succeeded Dong Zhuo. We've just murdered him and taken his empire. Here is the man himself. He's got a fairly big army right now. So we're in a tough spot. That's the first thing about this campaign. It's going to be pretty tough, and there's a good chance it could all go down the pan, to be honest, because we start with a lot of enemies. And as you see on the map here, if I change to attitude, you can see not a lot of people like me. I'm this little grey area here, and then all the red is my enemies, and all the green is the Han Empire, who is my vassal. But they don't really do a lot, and that kingdom of green is going to slowly shrink over time, because people are going to take it off them, much like the Western Roman Empire in Attila. So yeah, we've got our work cut out for us in this campaign. But I look forward to the challenge. I'm going to try and take this little corner area first. I'm going to take out these enemies here. This is Ma Teng and a few Yellow Turban rebellions. If I can take out that, I should be able to take this top left corner fairly easily. And then I can start to push out my empire from there. But we'll see how it goes. This is going to be very tough. This campaign is on very hard difficulty. Combine that with the very hard start and we should be in a good bit of trouble. So let's see what we can do. So Ma Teng is just over there. We're going to ignore him for now though. We'll maybe go after these Yellow Turban people. I was just raising someone. I had to play through the start of Dong Zhuo's campaign to get here. Had to follow the story to kill him off. But I've raised that silk trader which I took off Ma Teng, as I'm at war with them. And yeah, that is the biggest trouble, is that I'm at war with pretty much everyone all around me. So got to fight a lot of wars on a lot of different fronts. There are some Yellow Turbans down here that might sneak through and do some damage to some of my stuff. Need to keep an eye on them. So our first order of business is taking these Yellow Turban places, and our faction revolves around intimidation, as we're carrying over from Dong Zhuo, so it's his campaign mechanics, which means we have to be a bastard, basically, and we get what we want by scaring everybody. And it's actually making it a fair bit harder for Lu Bu because it's been reset to 0, so we don't have any intimidation. We've got to build it up, which gives us really bad public order, which could be pretty problematic. So yeah, we're going to have to try and get some intimidation on the go by defeating armies and taking settlements or raising settlements, executing characters, all the horrible bastard things that come with using intimidation to get what we want. So that's how we roll in Lu Bu world, because, you know, no one can stop us. We're the unstoppable mighty warrior. And I decided to do a Lu Bu campaign because I'm someone who grew up on Dynasty Warriors, and I'm sure there's many of you out there who know exactly what I'm talking about. They used to fear Lu Bu. We can take some peace here with this fella. I think he's a fair way away, so we'll do that. Get a little bit of money. But yeah, if you grew up playing the Battle of Hu Lao Gate over and over again like I did in Dynasty Warriors, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. So this one is for my childhood nostalgia, and all you other childhood nostalgia Lu Bu fans out there hopefully will enjoy this campaign, if we can get anywhere with it. It's very likely that Lu Bu is going to die of old age before we actually complete the campaign, so we may just see how far we can take it with Lu Bu. Yeah, we'll see how it goes. For now though, we've got to endure the initial challenge, which is going to be pretty tough. We're going to get Guo Si and his army to fall back in case that little Yellow Turban army down south comes after us. There's a couple of settlements up north that I have that I'm pretty prepared to lose. I'm not too worried about losing those. Going to try and take Wudu here. Yeah, I think that's all there is to do. A little bit of low satisfaction for these people. So we're going to try and get their satisfaction up, just so they don't rebel against us. I believe this is Dong Zhuo's daughter, who isn't too fussed that I killed her dad and will happily serve me. What a gal. So as you can see, there's all kind of different things I can equip to characters, which give them buffs to their stats and to what they can do for us, and will also make them happy. We have to keep them satisfied, otherwise they may rebel, and then we'll have a rebellion on our hands. Just give her that for now. That should hopefully keep her a little bit happy. I think she smiled a little bit more. She's a little bit happier than she was. Mostly unhappy because her dad died, or a faction leader died. New Fool. Anything could be useful for him. Gives him campaign movement range and some campaign uses. We'll drop him that. So yeah, job number 1 is going to be to wipe out the yellow turbans, and then hopefully secure this southern area. Oh, I've got all these things to do as well. So some of these are already here from the Dongzhuo campaign. We'll come back to that stuff. We'll leave it there for now. Yeah, so we're going to try and clear the south, and then start working our way up north, taking out Ma Teng. Gongsung Zan wants peace, but he wants all of my auxiliaries. No, thank you. Gongsung Zhang is a long way away, so not too worried about him. Doubt he's going to come all the way across the map to get us. And if he does, Lu Bu will chop him down. No issues. Not an issue in sight. Yuan Shu declared war on He Yi. Okay. Yuan Shu's declaring war on everybody. Gongdu has left the coalition with Huang Shao. Okay, so maybe they're not friendly. Normally the Yellow Turban boys are all working together, but they just left the coalition. We'll maybe see if we can get this army, because I think it's raiding there, which is a pain in the ass, so we'll have to try and get them. It's going to take ages to run through the mountains, though. For now, we can take Wudu off the Yellow Turban Rebellion. A decisive victory. Only a small army. Should I fight this for the sake of a battle? Probably not. It's probably too easy. I could starve them out, but don't want to take too many turns waiting to do this, so we'll just delegate. It's a decisive victory, although we can't see it because we're hidden behind a mountain. Get a bit of money from this, which we're going to need. As I say, we're in minus income by a fair amount, so we're going to need to make our armies a little bit smaller. Got a lot of upkeep going on. So we'll occupy this settlement. We can raise places and get a lot of intimidation, but oh, we've destroyed the Yellow Turban Rebellion. But there's still some Yellow Turban style factions around. We didn't actually get rid of them completely. But we've gained this land. Our army upkeep has gone up significantly somehow. I'm going to have to get rid of units later, but I need them all for now, so we'll make do with the money that we have, even with the minus income. Now, there is an army somewhere hidden in these shadows, maybe over here somewhere. There's a big Yellow Turban army that I just nearly fought before coming to take Wudu, so there's a good chance they're going to come and get me from somewhere. So I am on my toes, expecting to be attacked at any moment. I need to build some farming buildings here, but I can't make any yet. Oh, because I'm already constructing, of course. Got some skill points for Liu Zhu. And again, I apologize for all the mispronunciation I'm going to be doing in this campaign. I will try to improve though, so that it hopefully goes away through the campaign, and I'll learn a little bit of Chinese as I go. So I got some skill points for these. Lu Bu's got a skill point himself. Plus replenishment, that could be very useful. Enable scare, I'm pretty sure he's already pretty scary. We'll go for the replenishment, because that is always going to be useful. Okay, I think that's all to do here. That just gives us a little bit more territory down south. We can then just maybe take this place, the copper mine. That'll be good for money as well. Good bit of income from that. And then we'll maybe just cut off around here at the south. Just make this our stopping point. Take this town. And then, yeah, not expand any further down south. And just figure out all the north. Get the north secured. And then we can start pushing out south. Past this border. And then start pushing east. Up here. And we shall expand as far as we can. So good. I think we're looking okay so far. We've got some of the Yellow Turbans gone. These two settlements are most probably going to get taken by someone at some point. I don't really have the money to have an army up there. So let's try to get rid of some stuff actually. Try and make this a little bit more survivable income-wise. That trebuchet is pretty expensive. So trebuchet and missiles down. That puts us a little bit more at a reasonable number. Maybe one more. There we go. Okay, so I think that should give us more time. The more fighting and sacking and raising and attacking we can do, the more money we're going to get as well. So this is a much more aggressive playstyle of a faction. Oh, there's that big army I was talking about. Yeah, so we need to play aggressive to get things done around here. A friend in need. Truly dependable friends are a gift. So our relationship has improved between our fearless leader, Lu Bu, and Liu Zhu. That's just good for them, being buddies. Makes them a little bit more allied. A little bit less risk of rebelling against each other or hating each other. But this big army could be a problem. I'm going to fall back to my town. I think I could defend my town pretty well, even though it'll only have a small garrison with a small army inside it. But we'll bring the big man back. And if they do try and take it, hopefully we'll be able to get there in time to save them. And we can wipe out Gongdu. Let's force march it. We'll take a chance. Gotta try and get as far as we can. Don't want to get... No, we should be fine. Even if we get too close, I'm pretty sure we could take them out. Even if they engage us. We've got Lu Bu, man. You could take that entire army out by his damn self. So we've got our reforms. This is like our technology tree from previous Total Wars. I've been doing a few money ones. Trying to get my income up, which obviously I definitely need. But I think public order is another big issue for me at the moment, having low intimidation. And I'm sure some of these have good intimidation, have good public order bonuses. Just got to try and find them. I think there was one down here. Or, oh, there's one. Okay. So we'll make our way to that public order buff, because we're definitely going to need that +3 public order. That'll help us out, because I think rebellion could be a big problem with all our minus public order at the moment, from our lack of intimidation. Okay. I think we're... Well, we'll see what happens. If they take out my settlement here, this could be the end of the campaign right here. They might just wipe me out. Are they going to attack us? They are. Oh, something else has spawned. I think that might be rebellion. Rebellion is probably imminent because of... Oh, we've got a noble birth. Brilliant. Just what we need right now. Yeah, so that's a bunch of rebels. Rebellion mustering. We'll need to get rid of that. Otherwise, they may build up and become a problem. But we need to get rid of this guy first, Gongdu. We could reach him to attack him. I don't think the rebels should help him. We could take out this little army instead. Lu Bu's just behind him, though. Oh, he can reach. Oh, you're in trouble. Cool, so we can... Oh, yes, we can reach. Just on the edge of his reinforcement line there, so we'll be able to get Lu Bu involved and attack him with this army. And if we can get rid of this big army, which we should be able to... Oh, he's going to retreat. No. No. Can we still... Oh, Lu Bu's still on the edge of it. Perfect. Sorry, buddy. You didn't retreat far enough. Now we're going to get you. It's predicted a close victory, but of course, we're going to fight this shit. And I always aim to put at least one battle in every campaign episode. It's just a little bit more exciting to have a battle in there of some kind. So we should be able to win this fairly comfortably. We'll just get a feel for our troops. We'll watch Lu Bu crush his foes. It'll be a good time for everyone. Apart from all those yellow turbans, of course. They'll all die miserably. So of course, with Three Kingdoms being a new game, a new Total War game out at the moment, everyone who plays it is going to have a whole lot to learn. And especially when it comes to the battles, you've got all the new units to get your head around. This one's got a little settlement. That's pretty cool. I haven't seen a map like this with little buildings around too much yet. It's cool. And the army's actually kind of auto-deployed in a decent formation. I've got spears on the edges, melee infantry in the middle, cavalry on the edges, missiles behind. Look at that. I didn't even have to do the work of setting them up. That's good. That saves me a bit of work. There's a nice feature for this Total War. I'm going to put my missiles out front though. But yeah, a lot to learn in this Total War. It does a fairly good job though of explaining everything. If you press F1, you can bring up kind of a little help screen that will come over the top of everything, an overlay, and they'll just tell you what everything does. So they do make it pretty easy. Oh, I've still got my debug camera on. Just changed over to the normal Total War camera. Don't want to be going through the floor all the time. So these are all the yellow turban units. These are all different from the normal units that most warlords will get. And of course, they are a DLC to many people's dismay. But hey, it's pretty fun to have the faction diversity a little bit. And I do wonder in terms of DLC, what they'll do with this. What are the DLC could they add to this? Are there other factions sort of thing that they could add in to put a whole nother playstyle on things? I do wonder. I don't really know what else they can do. What was that jungle guy from Dynasty Warriors? Menghuo? Menghuo, that big guy with the bear claw. Come on, Dynasty Warriors fans, I know you remember. I'm pretty sure it's Menghuo. He had loads of kind of jungle. He was in the jungle, he was a jungle man, and he had lots of jungle people. That's pretty much all I know. But I don't know who else they could maybe add into it. But here is our glorious, fearless leader, Lu Bu, riding through the trees like they're not even there. He's such a monster. He's on his classic red hair mount with his Sky Scorcher. Is the name of his halberd, I think? No, Sky Piercer? Something to do with the sky. That is the name of his weapon. And if you do manage to kill Lu Bu, you could take his weapon off him and use it. Give it to one of your other characters. That's the cool thing about this. And the same with the horse. You could take that off him, give it to another character, etc. Obviously, we don't want anyone to do that because I am Lu Bu. But yeah, you could do that if you were playing against him. So we're going to move up our missiles. Going to put them in loose formation. Try and move them up a little bit. We're going to go heavy flanking with the cavalry, of course. Try and get after their missiles. Put one of these boys to reject duels. One of Guo Si is a champion, so he's good at duels. This guy is not. Get rid of that jewel. Get rid of that jewel. So I'm just putting them to auto-deny any jewels, so they don't get constantly asked. Now, for the Yellow Turban army, they've got about 5 or 6 units of missiles, and then it's just all melee infantry and spears. A lot of peasants, though. Their peasant units, as you might expect, have very low leadership. There are some good units in here, though. Yellow Turban warriors there. Peasant warriors, not too worried about those. White Wave veterans, they sound a bit more dangerous. We shall see. So we're going to start moving up to get in missile range. Very nearly there. We'll wait for these boys to get a little bit closer, actually. Oh, here we go. We've got our flanking party. Got a whole bunch of cavalry and heroes. We're going to bring them around this right side. If we can scare all those missiles to run away behind the back of all the melee infantry, and then our cavalry will just have an absolute field day thoroughly destroying them. Take a little look at the map a second. These maps are pretty glorious. Stop ruining it, woman. Get out of here. Very nice scenery on these maps. A lot of beautiful Chinese countryside. Are they mobilizing? They're staying put. Playing defensive, maybe making use of their ranged advantage. Let's see if anyone will duel Lu Bu. Of course they don't. I don't want to duel Lu Bu. Fuck off. I think we're going to find that a struggle in most battles. Who is going to want to face Lu Bu? And that is kind of a little problem with the duel mechanic. Is that, you know, why would anyone ever agree to a duel with Lu Bu or Guan Yu? Maybe Guan Yu versus Lu Bu, that would be a good little duel. Maybe Guan Yu would accept because he's an hard bastard as well. We'd have to see. We'll have to make our way over to Liu Bei and try to throw down with him. We shall advance now. Shh. A little battle cinematic there. So my cavalry is near, well, it's pretty much in position, but we need to get around a bit more. We're going to send all this lot. We're going to just put them in a group, I think, and tell them to just charge and target whoever. I don't think we need to worry too much about it. We've got the numbers advantage. Let's just tie them up, and our cavalry is going to do the work. We'll send up. She will send up those as well. And we'll do the same with this. And that should force those missile units around the back, where our cavalry will be waiting. Oh, somebody wants to duel Guo Si. We'll decline that for now. Just keep my troops moving up. Everybody keep up. Okay, so this front line's about to engage. They're bringing over some cavalry and heroes to meet us. But we've got more cavalry and heroes. Got both our little front lines coming up. Get some heavy flanking. A lot of people always ask if the AI is improved. And as you can see, it's not too great right now. I don't really know what the fuck they're doing. We're just running around in circles. If they would just stay in formation, they'd probably be okay. Still trying to get us duels. Here we go. Here comes the cavalry. Oh, for God's sake. Go away. Just going to run down these skirmishers. Lu Bu can start to get into some melee infantry maybe. Get heavy flankage on the go. Here he comes. We're going to take him off his horse as well. Dive into these swordsmen. Whip him off his horse. And he should go to absolute town on all this infantry. We're absolutely destroying all the missiles. A lot of them are peasants, as I said. So they are not going to hang on very long. Especially when cav charges are hitting them. And cav charges in this game are very, very, very powerful. Hammer and Anvil has never worked so damn well. It does so much damage, but you definitely can't charge spear units from the front anymore and get away with it. You will take a lot of charge reflection, which will get you killed. Lu Bu has destroyed his foes here. Let's send him into this crowd, see what he can do. Here he goes. Go on, son. Yeah, look, he just the wind from his halberd knocks him over. What a beast. Come on, son. Take him down. Chop him downtown. Put him in the bag. Put him in the party bag. What am I saying? Fucking kill him. Hit him. Go on, Lu. Or I should say, come on, Bu. His last name's his first name. I think that's how it works in Chinese. Glorious. What a glorious destroyer of men. You know what? Fuck it. How... Her strength is negligible. Take her on. It's about the 4th time that woman has tried to duel with Guo Si. And now we're going to take him on. She's half dead anyway. What was she thinking? Down she goes. She's taken off her horse already. It's not looking good for you, love. Here he comes. He's pissed. Got ourselves a duel. Ooh. Go on, buddy. Take her down. Oh, she's using fancy moves. Has he got fancy moves? He's got a passive fancy move. Alright, well, he should do okay. He has the health advantage at least, so that's something. We've pretty much wiped out the rest of their army. A bit more flanking needed, and they should be all gone. A few troops over here. Let's get some hammer and anvil back here. Our missiles have just been left on fire at will, just picking at targets. Let's see how quickly Lu Bu can kill this general. Oh, he took a hit there. So this general is on his horse. Lu Bu is not. He's just slapping this guy down. Oh my gosh. Nearly dead already. Kill him, son. Kill him. Oh, he's off. Of course he is. He doesn't want to mess around. That's Gong Du as well. That's the faction leader, I think. We definitely need to try and finish him off. Need to get Lu Bu back on his horse. We'll see if this cavalry can finish him off. They might be able to do enough. He doesn't have a lot of health. If we can kill him, that would be pretty huge. Take out the faction leader. At least I think he is. Okay, let's try and find... I want to get Lu Bu back on his horse, really. Oh, I think we just killed... Did we? I can't see him. I think... Yeah, that symbol means we killed their general. Gong Du is dead. This is good news. Let's finish off these last lords. How's this duel looking? Oh, what the hell? She's gained health. How's she done that? I know she's a healer character. I didn't know that meant she could actually heal herself. She somehow now got more health than him. She definitely had less than that just now, I'm pretty sure, but... Go on, Guo Si. Gotta finish her off. Who's in there kicking the crap out of the remaining men. My axe band getting stuck in. Run, yellow turbans, run. Okay, Lu Bu's back on his horse. Who do we need to finish off? There's a general there to wipe out. Let's get him done. And then it's just going to be this duel pretty much, which Guo Si is slowly losing. Oh, he's thrown her. She's hanging in there though. There's that general gone as well. Lu Bu felled him in one hit probably. I guess now we just wait for this duel to end. Lu Bu's going to come and watch. Just going to come and watch and cheer for our boy. And if she wins, he's going to kill her. So really, she should probably just give up. She should probably just ask for mercy and surrender. Lu Bu's cheering him on. Go on, son. Go on, lad. You can do it. Oh, she's giving him a push. Everything else has pretty much been destroyed by the rest of our army. That was a fairly comfortable win. Like I say, a lot of peasant units in the Yellow Turban army, so made them pretty quick to run away. Oh, it's evening out. Looking like he might be able to do it. I don't know though. Oh. I feel like this duel could take a while. I've been going a long time already. Come on, go out. You can do it, buddy. It's on his last legs. They both are. It's coming down to the wire. They've been going a long old time, I tell you. Can he do it? Come on, buddy. Don't let us down. Lubu's still there cheering him on. Oh! Oh, I thought she was done. Oh, no! Oh, she slapped him down. Fuck it out, Lubu. Take her out. Just take her down. Silly bitch. Down she goes. One hit. Lubu just ran her down. Absolutely steamrolled it. Okay, there we go. We'll claim the victory. A decisive victory indeed. And there we go. So Gongdu should be dead. He may just be injured. I'm not entirely sure how it works. Whether it's just like a chance that they'll survive if you kill them in battle. I do wonder. I'm not completely sure of that yet. I think I should kill them off. Down he goes. A little bit of a dodgy animation there, but it's okay. So it looks like they've surrendered. Got some intimidation, got a lot of money, got some auxiliaries. Lovely jubbly. Take the money right now, it's probably more useful to us. Okay, we need a replacement for Guo Si, who very dishonorably lost his duel. Could get Dio Chan, who is the lady that Lubu killed for, essentially. She's a beaut, apparently. She's a strategist, we'll get her in. We'll get her in the army, why not? We will have two strategists in this army though, which is a bit weird. We'll have to move them around later maybe. He was killed in the line of duty. Okay, so we've taken care of that Gongdu army. The big army's down, just a rebellion here to get rid of. And then a smaller army to the south still. I think it's okay though. That's good. We've got rid of the big army, so now we should be... should it be relatively plain sailing to just take out this last army and push on to their last settlements and get them gone and secure this southern border. Still though, we are lacking in intimidation. We'll need to get it up to the next bar, so that'll give us some public order. Martin wants... he wants peace, but he wants a piece of territory. I think it's up here, the tool maker, this one. So he wants me to give him this. I don't think we need to at the moment. It'd be good to have less enemies. I do want to obviously reduce a lot of the enemies that I have over time, trying to get as much peace as I can. Because we can't maintain all these wars. That rebellion army is still down south. They're causing me big public order issues as well. I think they're raiding still. A friendship forming. When the battle is done, it's... Okay, so some friendship forming between some of my boys. Liu Zhu again. He's making all the friends, that guy. And as I mentioned, this whole relationship thing in Three Kingdoms is pretty cool. All the characters, all the main heroes and generals will have relationships to each other, as you can see by this sort of thing. Lubu here, I like this guy for these reasons. I dislike this other guy for these reasons. You get the idea. So they all have relationships between the characters. If two characters don't like each other and they're in the same army, fighting alongside each other, they may not like each other, they may have problems. This may cause one of them to leave, could cause civil wars. All these different things that you have to kind of be aware of and manage. If two people really don't like each other, it could become a problem. But of course I'm Liu Bu, so I'll just kill everyone that doesn't like me. That's how we do things in the dictator world. So probably give him a follower. This one gives plus 10% character experience for the whole faction. Wedge formation. Now this one gives the circle and square formations, which is always pretty cool, so I think I'll go for that. It would be cool to use those in battle. Not sure how much use they'll be in a lot of situations. Maybe if we're defending and we're outnumbered, could be pretty cool. We shall see. Right, let's get rid of the rebellion. We don't need these goddamn Yellow Turban rebellions everywhere. Get away. Should be able to take him out by himself. Decisive victory. Do it. Oh, chopped him down. Real nice. Nice bit of Wonga. Bit of intimidation. Jolly good. Nearly at intimidation level 2. Just got to get rid of this rebellion. Well, not even rebellion. This Yellow Turban rebellion faction. And all will be well. So, a strong first journey for our hero Lu Bu. We've done alright. We've gained a little bit of land. We've taken out some of the rebels. We've taken out a lot of rebels actually. Killed a hell of a lot of them, but there's still a lot of them left. They're building another army there down south. So these Yellow Turban boys are still a potential problem. Chang'an's public order is not in a good way. We've still got all these enemies coming in potentially from the east as well. The Han Empire is in the way, so they should help protect us a little bit. They are our vassal, but we'll see how it goes. We control the Empire, so we control the Han. So Lu Bu just needs to conquer these final Yellow Turban rebellion boys down south, and then we'll be able to focus our efforts in one direction hopefully. Expand our territory, make some more money so we're not in negative income all the damn time, and all should be well for the great General Lu Bu. Although our enemies are many, they may come to cause us some problems. The Yellow Turbans not making any moves to cause us any problems this turn, but they are recruiting a rather large army there. Friends stick together. Lu Bu's making friends with Zhang Liao. Definitely going to be worthwhile having these strong alliances with our characters. Okay, so we need to do something about this big army somehow. I wonder if I can take peace with them out of interest. They probably won't accept it, but you never know. We'll have a look. Gongdu. Okay. Okay, we can't do anything for some reason. This faction... Oh, okay, so we can't seem to do any kind of diplomacy with Yellow Turbans. Because they're just rebels. Absolute rebels without a cause. Well, with a big cause. But maybe without a clue. Taking on Lu Bu. Never mind. Okay, we won't take peace. We'll have to destroy them. Oh, it would be good if we could just get this done with now, though. I do want to start focusing on other directions. These Yellow Turbans are resilient. I'm a little bit worried about Wu Du being kind of vulnerable there and that big army, so we're going to send somebody... We'll send this army back to go and get them. We'll leave them in our territory, though, so they do replenish a little bit before we send them all the way back to Wu Du. Okay, that's fine. Jolly good. Still got the minus money, but it's no biggie. I could do with making more money, but I don't really have the money to upgrade my buildings, so it's kind of a difficult spot to be in. I can make more money if I upgrade the buildings, but I don't really want to spend the money right now because I don't really have it. Got to be more careful. See if the Yellow Turbans do anything this time. A little bit of movement. Nothing big, nothing big. Okay, so I need to start sending Lu Bu down south to get this goddamn rebelling army, because it's absolutely ruining my public order, I'm sure. So many wars and peace. Okay, see how far... Oh god, it's going to take us forever to get through these mountains, I think. Barely got any movement range. Is that it? I need you to kill him. It's going to take 2 turns just to go about 20 meters through the mountains. God damn. Okay, let's force march my other army up to Wu Du. Go through this raised territory. Cool. He should get there next turn, so that's good. The big army's still mustering. Oh dear, they're getting some good replenishment as well. They're going to be coming for us, I'm pretty sure. Wu Du is probably going to be the target because it's undefended right now, or ill-defended. Even with this army, it's still going to be smaller than what they have. But we will have the defense towers and stuff if they try to attack us. I wish these Han Empire boys would help us out. I can't really tell them to do anything though, oddly. Got rebellion. Rebellion imminent here. Yeah, Ugh. So it's mostly because of the army, this little fuckhead who's messing with my public order. I need to get a hold of him. I need to get a hold of him fast. Oh, another rebellion's just come up. Oh, this is a nightmare. I'm trapped between all the yellow turbans and rebels all over the place. They're joining wars. This is not what we need. Unnecessary delays. A collapsed bridge is... Oh, for goodness sake. What is that doing? Oh, okay. It's just slowing down construction, but that's fine. We're not really constructing anything anyway. Okay, let's get this fella and his army back to Wudu. Okay, good. Wudu's a bit defended. We should be able to defend that. I think with the towers and stuff, we should be fine defending against this army. There is a lot of peasants in that army again, so not going to be too dangerous. I am a little bit worried about the rebellion, though. If I go back and get the rebellion, it's going to take ages to get this army again. But if I go and get that army, then the rebellion might come and take my town. Oh man, this is such an awkward fucking spot to be in. It's pretty much a lose-lose situation. Because by the time I probably get round to take out that yellow turban army, there's going to be another rebellion sprung up. I'm never going to get anywhere. I'm going to need this second army to come down and help. It is a very, very awkward spot. This is a tough-ass campaign. Although apparently the yellow turban campaigns are very tough as well. So if you like a challenge and you want to start tough, dive into a yellow turban campaign. I haven't tried one too much myself yet, but I hear they're pretty tough. Is it as hard as a Lubu campaign? I don't know. Although technically a Lubu campaign is really easy because you've got Lubu. And he is an invincible monster. Okay. I think we've done all we can do. We'll have to see if this army comes after us. Let's get our reform. Oh, we should be able to get that public order buff now. That's going to help us out immensely. Let's do that. Awesome. 3 public order all across the lands. Okay, let's see if these yellow turbans come after us. They may attack at Wudu. Or these rebels may even attack us, but I'm not too worried about that. I could raise an army, but it's quite expensive to... I wouldn't be able to maintain anything for very long. I'd have to downsize my main armies right after. Which isn't really preferable. It's a really small peasant army, that one, so it's not really anything to worry about, but... Oh, it's difficult. Difficult choices. I wonder if there's any really cheap... He's 2,000. I could maybe take that army out with a bunch of cavalry, but anything less I think we wouldn't win. Man, this is looking rough. We got a skill point to use for this lady though. Dong Peishan. She is, I believe, administered in one of our commanderies, so be good to get her something useful for that. Not too much stuff that's going to be great for that, so we'll do that for now. Good. I should probably get some assignments on the go. Can't do it here. Have a full commandery. Okay, here. So we'll send someone off to do one of these. This could be useful for getting a bit of extra income. Plus 30% from industry. We'll do that for now. So we're stuck in a bit of a tough spot. Lubu has either got to go and deal with rebels or deal with raiding troops, but he can't do both. The one usually enables the other. And then over in the west, Wudu is in trouble of a large army coming to fucking destroy it. It ain't easy being Lubu. It ain't easy.